And I was hooked and I just loved every second of it. And she introduced me to a part of myself that I never thought I would meet. And I'm so very grateful to Cinnamon. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Candy Hearts Art. I'm Candy, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. As I have mentioned before in previous videos, I am a self-taught mixed media artist. That basically means I use a lot of different mediums to achieve the look that I'm going for in my work. I attribute a lot of my knowledge and skill to that which I have learned on YouTube. And one YouTuber in particular really was just an invaluable gift to me. And tragically, recently, the YouTube community lost this beautiful light. I am, of course, speaking of Cinnamon Cooney, the Art Sherpa. If you are familiar with the YouTube art tutorial community, then you are no stranger to Cinnamon Cooney and the Art Sherpa channel. Cinnamon and her husband John brought us over a decade of just amazing art tutorials and art lessons for free. And just, I can't say enough good things about this channel. The channel still exists, but unfortunately, Cinnamon did pass in December unexpectedly. And I didn't know her personally, but I felt this loss deeply as if I did, because anybody who was a fan of Cinnamon's felt like she was your best friend. I am going to try not to get choked up. I spent a lot of time not realizing myself and my dreams as an artist and telling myself that I wasn't really an artist, or that was something for other people and something that I couldn't do. And at a particularly low point in my life, I came across this wacky, amazing, high-spirited woman on YouTube who was telling everybody to just stop being mean to themselves and just start painting and just start having fun. And I finally one day, after sort of lurking and watching and seeing what she was all about, finally took out my paints and painted along with her. And I was hooked and I just loved every second of it. And she introduced me to a part of myself that I never thought I would meet. And I'm so very grateful to Cinnamon. And though it is absolutely heartbreaking and honestly unthinkable that I am speaking about the passing of Cinnamon Cooney, I know that she would not want me or any of us to get lost in sadness over her loss, but rather rejoice that we were together and friends for such a brief time. And again, I didn't know her personally, but she did touch me so deeply with her work that I felt like I did know her. And so today I'm going to try to honor her memory by following along with one of her tutorials. And so without further ado, I'm going to pull out my paints and get started on this Cinnamon Cooney tutorial painting. I hope that you will get cozy, come watch me paint, and let's just relax and have some fun for a little while together. First things first, you can't start painting without the paint. So here I am laying out all the beautiful colors that I will be using in this painting today. I have chosen a slightly different color palette than Cinnamon uses in her tutorial, just to change things up a little bit and add my own special flair. I have chosen the Art Sherpa's Funny Chickens tutorial to paint today, which is a hilariously adorable picture of 3 chickens that Cinnamon described as being besties and just having the best day hanging out together, which I love. The reason I chose this tutorial is not only because these chickens are just way too funny, but also because my husband works with a lovely woman who has a bunch of chickens, and she regularly brings us some lovely chicken eggs. And I wanted to make a gift for her to thank her for that. So that's why I'm painting these silly chickens today. It is always an absolute joy to follow one of the Art Sherpa's tutorials. I had so much fun. She just has such a personality, and the way that she chats with her husband is just so relatable, and it's just so real. It's hard to believe she's no longer here with us, but she left such a beautiful legacy behind. You know, you never really know when something or someone is going to cross your path and change everything. It's not always dramatic, not always some big earth-shattering moment. Sometimes it's just a YouTube video that you almost didn't click on. 10 years ago, I was living in an RV on the side of a mountain in Colorado, trying to make the best of a situation that had not gone to plan. My husband and I had sold everything, packed up our 3 cats, and set off on what was supposed to be a grand adventure across the country. But after a series of breakdowns, both mechanical and emotional, we found ourselves unexpectedly putting down roots in a place we hadn't even planned to stop. Though we soon grew to love Colorado and truly believe the universe brought us here for a reason, for a long time I was in a low place spiritually and emotionally. Taking a risk on a grand adventure only to end up broke and stranded really shook me up. Clearly, I was searching for something, though at the time I had no idea what it was. But most likely it was the truth that I had been running from my entire life. And then I found the Art Sherpa. At first, I skipped over Cinnamon's videos. She was so bright, so peppy, so full of enthusiasm, and I was not. But one day, I finally clicked on one of her videos, and in that moment, I found not just an art teacher, but a kindred spirit. Cinnamon Cooney had this way of making you feel like she was talking just to you. She wasn't just teaching painting, she was creating a space where it was okay to try, to mess up, to breathe, to love yourself, and to make art just for the sheer joy of it. And let me tell you, that joy was infectious. From her silly hats to her brightly colored hair, Cinnamon was a walking rainbow, radiating encouragement and laughter. She made art feel fun and feel possible. She made you believe that creativity was for everyone, not just an elite few. So after lurking around her videos for a bit, I finally got some supplies and followed along with one of her tutorials. It was a simple painting of a really cute elephant blowing rainbow bubbles, and for the first time in a long time, I felt capable. I felt inspired, like maybe I could be an artist. Like maybe this twisting, winding roller coaster of uncertainty that I had been on my entire life had actually led me to exactly where I needed to be. The truth is, I never thought I could be an artist until Cinnamon Cooney helped me realize I always was. She really chose the best moniker in the Art Sherpa. She truly was a Sherpa, guiding me on the path to my calling. And now, in a twist I never saw coming, not only am I proud to call myself an artist, but I'm even making YouTube videos about art, something I never imagined I would do. My friends, this life is quite the wild ride. And that's the thing about life. Sometimes you don't see the path until you look backwards. And sometimes the people who shape us the most are the ones we never even meet in person. Cinnamon Cooney was one of those people for me. She taught me how to paint, yes, but more than that, she taught me how to embrace creativity with joy, to trust myself, to believe in my own ability, and that's a gift I will carry with me always. So today, as I paint her goofy-ass little chickens, I just want to say a sincere thank you. Thank you, Cinnamon Cooney, for the lessons, the laughter, the light. You made such a difference in this world, and you will never be forgotten. And now you see me finishing up the detail work on these fabulous little biddies. Their crazy expressions and vibrant colors and wacky hairdos are just the epitome of Cinnamon Cooney's style. The tongues and the eyes were particularly fun to paint. I especially love that the eyes are different colors. You can see the pink bird's eyes are yellow, the yellow bird's eyes are blue, the blue bird's eyes are pink, and I just think that that ties into their friendship and makes it even more beautiful. Now it's time to add my signature with the trusty Posca marker, and we are done. Oh my goodness, look at these funky, crazy chickens just having the best time. I imagine them in a photo booth just taking a bunch of crazy pictures, and this is one of them. Thank you so much for joining me today and honoring Cinnamon Cooney's memory. Please check out the Art Sherpa channel, which is still going strong. And please consider donating to the Cinnamon Cooney GoFundMe, which was set up to help support her husband John and their 3 beautiful children. The links are in the description box below.